It was February 2, 1998, a seemingly ordinary day at Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Passengers of Cebu Pacific Flight 387 hurried through the terminal, eager to reach their destination, Cagayan de Oro. The aircraft, a McDonnell Douglas DC-9-32, was scheduled to depart at 9:16 a.m. and land at 10:55 a.m. But as fate would have it, Flight 387 would never arrive. On board were 99 passengers and 5 crew members, businessmen, students, families, and friends. Some were returning home, others were traveling for work or school. To them, it was just another flight. None of them knew it would be their last. At exactly 9:16 a.m., the plane lifted off from Manila, climbing steadily into the skies. For nearly 2 hours, everything seemed normal. But just as they approached their destination, something went terribly wrong. As Flight 387 approached Cagayan de Oro, the pilots were instructed to begin their descent. But just minutes later, all radio contact was lost. Controllers tried again and again to reach the flight, but there was only silence. At first, they assumed it was a simple communication error. But as the minutes turned into hours, fear began to set in. A search and rescue mission was launched, but there was no distress signal, no sign of wreckage. It was as if the plane had simply vanished into thin air. It wasn't until the following morning that a local farmer made a grim discovery. Pieces of debris scattered across the rugged slopes of Mount Sumagaya in Misamis Oriental. When search teams arrived, they were met with a scene of devastation. The aircraft had slammed into the mountain at full speed, breaking apart on impact. The dense jungle and steep cliffs had hidden the wreckage from view, making it nearly impossible to detect from the air. The most haunting part, there were no survivors. But what was even more unsettling was the state of the crash site. Some rescuers described a strange silence, an eerie stillness that made them uneasy. Others reported seeing unusual shadows moving between the trees, as if they were not alone. So what really happened to Flight 387? The official explanation pointed to pilot error. The crew had been given outdated navigation coordinates, leading them straight into the mountain. But many questions remain unanswered. Why did the pilots not realize they were flying into danger? Why did they fail to send out a distress call? And why did experienced aviators make such a fatal miscalculation? Some believe that weather conditions played a role. Thick fog and unpredictable wind currents may have disoriented the pilots, making them unaware of the mountain ahead. But locals tell a different story. To the indigenous people of the area, Mount Sumagaya is sacred, a place believed to be home to spirits and unseen entities. According to legend, those who disrespect the mountain or disturb its peace are met with misfortune. Some even claim that the spirits of the mountain mislead travelers, causing them to lose their way. Could this be what happened to Flight 387? Rescuers spoke of strange occurrences at the crash site, whispers in the wind, flickering lights in the distance, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. Some even reported hearing voices, as if the spirits of the victims were still there, trapped between worlds. Is it possible that Flight 387 was not simply a victim of human error, but something beyond our understanding? Today, a memorial stands at the base of Mount Sumagaya, honoring the 104 lives lost that day. Families still visit, leaving flowers and prayers, hoping their loved ones have finally found peace. But for some, the spirits of Flight 387 still linger. Some hikers claim to have seen ghostly figures wandering the slopes, while others hear the distant echo of voices calling for help. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is certain. Flight 387 is one of the most tragic and mysterious disasters in Philippine history. So was Flight 387 truly just an accident? Or was it something more? Was it a case of pilot error? Or did the spirits of the mountain intervene? And if they did, will they ever let the truth be known? Was it a navigational mistake, or do you believe there was something paranormal involved? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Interested in different kind of stories? For more stories, please don't forget to subscribe.